Hello, I'm the Artsy Crafter. Today I want to show you this really cool Mother's Day flip book. 2 pieces of paper if you photocopy double-sided. So I've set it up so that 2 pieces of paper, they go in together, and then you, the teacher, can just put a little staple in either side here, and it's a beautiful little flip book for the students to bring home as a beautiful gift for their mama or grandma, sister, auntie. I think you're going to love it. Teachers, next part of the video shows you about the photocopying aspect. So make sure you take a look at that before you photocopy so that you'll have a beautiful finished product for your students. All right, I hope you love it. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to put it together. Okay, I think we're ready to start putting things together. So the first tip here is for the teachers. When you are photocopying, I would suggest that you photocopy on double-sided paper. So it says here, page 1, page 2. Take them and photocopy them so that things line up, because they have to go like this. There's page 1, and then this will be page 2. And same here, page 3, and then flip it over, because this is how you want page 4 to look. All right? So for those of you who are crafting along with me, what I want you to do is to align your sheets. So if your teacher did the photocopying for you, perfect. If you're like me and you have only single copies, I want you to turn them over, okay, so they line up, and then hold it up to a piece of glass, or just hold it in the air so these edges all line up perfectly. So, you know, maybe when your teacher photocopied, they're a little bit off, but you can just line them up. So it's not about the corners being accurate, it's about the edges of our little book being accurate. So line them up, and then I want you to glue them together. So I'm going to line mine up and I'll come back and I'll show you. Okay, I had to hold mine up to the window so you can see my edges don't line up, but that's okay. So I'm going to keep my hand there, and what I'm going to do now is glue, and I'll do sort of one side at a time, okay? So I'm going to go right around the edge of my book and then put a little bit of glue in a few spots. Just let that fall down and turn it and do the same thing. I want glue right around the edges and glue in a couple more spots. Now, if you're thinking, gosh, that's too hard to line everything up, you can go and cut and then glue. That will work too. So what I want you to do is line up page 1 with page 2 and page 3 with page 4, and then I want you to cut around the edges. Come on back when you have that done. Okay, you're back. So it must mean you lined everything up. And again, if your teacher did that for you, you are lucky. So all you had to do is cut around the outside edge. So there's my page 1, and you might be thinking, gosh, that's upside down. That's okay, I'll show you how that works in a minute. And that's 3 and 4, okay? Now what I want you to do is fold on that line right there, okay? So this is the front. So what I usually do is try and line up those edges very carefully. I put a little pinch right there in the middle to make sure I'm happy with it. And then slide my hand along that edge, okay? So why don't you do that with your next 2 items, and then you decide with page 3 or 4, it doesn't really matter. You can do the same with that one. Fold it down on the edge. So put a little pinch right there in the middle, and then make sure those ends are lined up perfectly, and then you can just put a little crease in there. So why don't you get your 2 folds done and come on back. And then all you have to do is slide one into the next and take a look at your little flip book. So mine says, Happy Mother's Day. Oops, this is upside down. If yours is upside down, that's no big deal. Just fix it. by folding the other way around. Told you, you had to trust me, it all works out perfectly. There we go. So this one says a little bit about my mother, why my mom is so special. So many great things, if she could. What my mama likes, and then a spot for you to draw a picture. And I left the back blank if you want to write a little message. Now, there's two different templates. This one, of course, has mothers written all over it. The other one is just generic, and it can be used for aunt, grandma, sister, or any loved one. Color around the edges, color some of the graphics, and then go see your teacher, and your teacher will put a staple in either spot here, and your flip book is ready to hand to a loved one for Mother's Day. Hope you love it.